Oh, damn it. I thought he finally stopped. What's up, guys? It's your girl Leslie, your favorite YouTube lesbian. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel, and welcome to another edition of Followers Friday. This fine quarantine day. If you don't know what Followers Friday is, that is where I choose a random Instagram follower of mine. I scroll until it stops on a look of theirs, and that is what I have to attempt, keyword being attempt, to recreate. So this is where we're at today. All right, you guys, so let's find out who it is. Guess what? I don't have to grab my paper anymore. I can actually use my phone. Yay, no more writing. I feel so like fancy now that I have my camera. So this week's follower, this is the second week in a row. I'm afraid I'm going to butcher someone's name, but I think I've got this one. Because she's from Venezuela and I'm good with Espanol. So her name is Cejas, and then it says Mayfers, and it's all together. So it looks like this. I'll put it up on the screen. So Cejas Mayfers, she is a Venezuelan makeup artist. She's also a badass brow bitch. Y'all, these brows, the brows on her page, woo, they are like immaculate and perfect, and I could only dream of having brows like this. Girl, I wish you were in the States so you could do my brows like this. She's got some really pretty looks on here. The only thing, though, is I don't know if she's actually the person who did some of these looks, including this one. I don't know if she's maybe just, like, posting looks that she likes from other people. I'm not sure, because she doesn't have anything listed underneath them except for hashtags. So, anyway, this is what we landed on, and, yeah, let's go ahead and get started. All right, let's get started, shall we? Please ignore the loud barking dog. That is annoying. My niece and nephew decided to run around the house outside, and y'all know I sit in front of a window, and so that triggered the neighbor's dog to start barking right before I started filming. Yeah. But hopefully they'll have listened to me. I told them to go play on the other side of the house, and the dog will stop. So just try to ignore it. Just pretend it's not there. Today we're going to be working out of the Itried from Juvia's Place, and we're going to be working out of the BH Cosmetics Take Me Back to Brazil palette. Let's dive in. I was going to say jump, and then I said dive, so it's kind of, it came out like jive. Jump, jive, then you will get. Jump, jive, then you will away. My door is locked. Alright, so I is primed with the Anastasia base and is set with a little bit of translucent powder. Starting in the Itried palette, I'm going to take a combo of Cameroon and Kisi. And we're going to put this all over the lid. So how are we doing? Have you guys lost your minds 100% yet, or are we still working on it? I honestly don't even know how long we've been on lockdown for at this point. Is this the second week or the third week? I'm in California, so we started this shit. lockdown nonsense. Hey, but at least we have the Tiger King. What's his name? Joe Exotic? Yeah. I know by this point, most of you have seen it. It is amazing. I think we need to free him from jail. Like, that woman was a fucking bitch. And you know she fed her husband to the lion. You know she did. You know it. I know it. You know it. Everybody knows it. Dustin Daly had posted on Twitter the other day, like, okay, I don't understand these memes. Should I watch the Tiger King? And I was like, dude, fuck yes. You need to catch up. It is #1 in the trending in the US on Netflix. He was like, is it that good? I was like, it is like a train wreck that you cannot turn away from. And for myself, I literally watched the whole thing in one sitting. Like, I couldn't not. Oh my god. If you haven't seen it, you live under a rock, and I'm sad for you. Because you won't know all the inside jokes. You have plenty of time to Netflix in quarantine, so no excuse. Okay, so switching over to a denser brush. We're staying in the same colors, and we are packing them out here. This is definitely a look that all my beginners can do, because it's not... Let me take that back. You can do it if you can do a wing, a straight wing. My wing took a turn for the worst, so yeah. You know when you like keep fucking with it to perfect it, and then it just gets bigger and misshapen? Yeah, that's what happened. So the rest of it though is really easy for beginners to do, and it is a beautiful combination of colors, I think. I like the pop of color of the purple that she put in the inner corner. I'm looking in the monitor, don't mind me. It's so cool to say that. Hallelujah. No cabin fever for me, really. 1, because I'm still sick as shit. And 2, if you guys don't know, I am a stay-at-home mom anyway. I became permanently disabled in 2015 from an accident, so I can't work anymore. But it does suck because I'm a nurse, and I would love to volunteer my services and help out at hospitals, and I can't. So that's annoying. So anyway, like I was saying, being home all day, I'm used to. It doesn't bother me. I actually like it. I need a BB gun. Just kidding. Don't call fucking animal control, PETA, whoever. I'm kidding. Kind of. Anyway, like I said, I'm used to staying home, although I am used to staying home alone with no interruptions and whatnot. So that's been the only part that's been hard for me to get used to. But it's getting better. And now he's on right now, Trump, and I think he said something about this is gonna last through May now. Bro, like, come on. I get it. Taking the P. Louise white base, I'm not really cutting the crease. I'm just gonna kind of place it here, just so that the purple and the little shimmer in the middle have something to stick to. Okay. Anyway, yeah. So, and they also said that they don't anticipate the kids going back to school at all for the rest of the school year. Oh man. They're supposed to start doing the whole virtual classes either this week or next week. So that's going to turn me into a homeschool teacher. Like the fuck. Ugh. The math that these kids are doing these days, like I can't. I suck at math anyway. But this shit, yo, like, we didn't learn this kind of math when I was in school, but I'm old. I'm 41, so times were a little different back then. Plus, I was always bad at math. I hate math anyway. English and spelling, y'all know. I will come correct any one of you. I don't care. That's my thing. So I can help in that aspect. Math, I don't know. I hope they know what they're doing. Right, so in the center, the way that hers looks is it looks white, yet almost like a slight shimmer shine to it. I was kind of playing around with a bunch of different colors to try to get that same effect, and yeah, it didn't really work out. So nothing a little brightening in Photoshop afterwards can't fix. I have no shame. I don't give a fuck. So I'm taking the white from the Take Me Back to Brazil palette, not the one that looks like tinted, but like the actual shimmer white. And I'm going to use my finger and start placing this right in the center. Literally the worst time ever for these kids to go play outside. Like, any other day, they don't go outside. But of course, on a day where I'm filming the most important video of the week, Followers Friday, this is what we gotta deal with, so. It is what it is, I suppose. Okay, and then I did take a little bit of the other white and add that. Hi guys, it's I think I'm trying to sit up straight today, you guys. I'm so proper. And I went back into the Itried palette and I grabbed Angelique. It's probably Angelique, but I want to sound fancy. And threw this on the top as well. And I'm going to add some more over here, since this side has been sitting for a while. There we go. Just freshen her up a bit. That's better. Okay, so we're going to go back to the first two shades that we used, Cameroon and Kisi. And we're going to start to feather out the edges of the center spotlight. The only thing I miss right now is going to the fucking club with my best friends. Or even seeing them, like, fuck. I've only gone to the post office, which is literally 4 minutes from my house. So I get like 8 minutes to myself in the car. Love that for me. Okay, now this is the part that kind of threw me off, okay? It was the shade of purple that she used. It was almost like more magenta than purple. So I kind of just played around and added different colors, different shades of purple and pink to it to try to match as best as I could. So what I did is I took some of my LC Box Cosmetics loose pigment. That's in more of a lavender. We added some neon. And take me back to Brazil, I went ahead and used this purple. I used this pink and the one underneath it to try to kind of get the same shade. I'm gonna start with the lighter purple, my little LC Box pigment. And we're gonna just start blending this in the front. It was really weird for me to be putting shadow all the way up to the bridge of my nose. I don't know that I've ever done that unless it was like for an event or a costume party. I don't know. It was just weird. It still feels weird right now. So I'm going to take a dip into the neon purple and add that in. Oh, you know how I do. I'm just placing it right now. And then I'm going to blend it and make it look all nice and pretty. Going back to Brazil. And taking the two pinks that I showed you, pop that in there too. Pop that. He thought I was gonna say it, huh? I said it in my head. You gosh darn right I did. I'll brighten this side up for the pictures. I also filmed today, month 4, no, the start of month 5 of my Smile Direct Club journey to straight teeth and less of an overbite, so look out for that. So mixing now the hot pink and the purple I showed you. So like I said, just keep playing around with the purples and the pinks that you have to get a, I don't know, a similar close. Or do any other colors you want. I don't fucking care. Okay? Okay. I really shouldn't say I don't care, because I do care. But, like, this is a challenge for me. It's not really a challenge for you guys. So, I mean, you guys can follow along, but you can do whatever you want. Use whatever colors you feel like. Do you, boo? Maybe I am going crazy. I don't know. Going back in the lavender. At least doing this eye, I spent all the time with trial and error over here. So this side is a lot faster. I'm going to grab a blending brush and just smooth everything out. Go back to the brown blending brush and go over in your crease line to kind of make this a little bit more circular. So it's more of a halo, spotlight, whatever you want to call it. It's kind of perfecting. And she took it all the way to the brow, which you guys know I love. We will work on that in a moment. A good place here. Let me take one more dip into Cameroon. Oh, I actually remembered that. And this is the first time I've used this palette. Oh, I'm so proud of myself. The one thing I'm annoyed with like the TV and the news stations is it's like every hour they're popping on with a press conference and interrupting my shows. Like, it's cool. Like, do the noon one. Maybe do one at 5, but we don't need to do one at 9, at 11, at noon, at 3, at 5, at 6. You know what I mean? Like, we don't need that much, okay? We get it. We get it. There's always Twitter. Okay. Putting some more Angelique back. I'm going to wet my finger this time. Love having wet fingers. I'm so creepy. Oh yeah, did you guys hear about that? We've had our first baby die and another toddler that's in ICU. It's just fucking sad, man. I still stick to my conspiracy theory. Y'all can't tell me nothing. This shit is, it's no joke. It's almost like chemical warfare to me, but it's not chemical, but you know what I mean. I felt like Trisha Paytas when I said that. Because it didn't make any fucking sense. Is I'm gonna take a smidgen more of the P. Louise white base. Just like the smallest amount so we can get this to stick and make it just a little bit brighter. Grab some more Kisi by itself. Let's go over the top again. And blend the edges. And I'm taking the same brush, nothing on it, and blending this edge as well. Okay, easy part's done. Now for the hard part. Well, hard part for me anyway. Again, still had the issue with having that same color purple, so I improvised. What I did was I used my ColourPop white liner, the felt liner, first, and then I used the powders, the purples, mixed together and patted it over so it made it a brighter purple. And then I did black and set it with black powder from the Brazil palette. I cannot remember what the fuck I just did. It's gonna take forever, so I'm gonna do this part and I will be right back. Alright guys, I am back and here is the finished look. What do we think? I don't know how I'm feeling about this one. Like, on one hand, I really like how it turned out. On the other hand, I don't know. Trying to match the purples and the purple right here, I'm not a super fan of. But that's the challenge. I have to do whatever it is. Fix my hair. Whether, you know, I like it or not. It looks gorgeous on her, but it just doesn't really work on me, in my humble opinion. So I used the JCat combination bronzer blush. I used the artist, yeah, that one. I used the Artist Couture highlight in Purple Dream. For the lips today, I wanted to just play around with some bright colors. You know, why not? Quarantine bored. So I lined my lips in the NYX Suede lip liner in Kitten Heels. You guys, these liners, these suede lip liners are the shit. They're so good, and they're like $3. Amazing. We put on the Tarteist lip paint in Delish. And I was kind of going back and forth on whether I wanted to do a glossy lip or a matte lip, so I went with both. In the center, I dabbed a little bit of the Lime Crime Wet Cherry Gloss in Maraschino Cherry. I don't really like maraschino cherries. It's really weird. I like fresh, like real ass cherries. I don't know. I mean, it's cool if I'm drunk and it's in my drink. Awesome. But yeah, am I gonna buy like a container and bring them home and eat them? No. Why am I talking about maraschino cherries? I don't know. Okay, I don't know. Help. And of course, lashes are from Shop Envy Me. These are in the style Kimura. I am patiently waiting on my Boudoir Beauties lashes PR box, and she's also got some new lash kits, so I'm super excited to bring you those. So that is the end of this week's Followers Friday. Make sure you head over to her Instagram page and give her a follow. Spam her with those links. You know how we do. And while you're there, make sure you're following me too. Yeah. How are you going to be considered for the next Followers Friday if you're not following me? So go to my Instagram, follow me. You can spam me with likes too. I mean, shit, that's always nice. I'll post a shout out on my story for you. Okay? Okay. All right. I'm leaving because now I'm rambling. Time for live PD. All right, you guys, subscribe, turn the bell on, thumbs up. I'm out of here. Have a good weekend. Stay safe and stay inside. All right, guys, I will see you in my next one. Bye.